Hey guys, what's up? It's Beckie here. I've been in work today, so like I said in the video a few days ago, there's no point me doing vlogs on days where I'm not doing anything because it doesn't create good content and it's not good for people to watch and it's not fun to create either. So I thought I'd just sit here and talk to you guys today. I thought I'd do a tag because I think tags are pretty fun, they're pretty cool to do. And I like talking about myself. So let's do it. So I'm going to do the scariest thing tag. I don't know, it kind of appealed to me because I like scary things and, I want to talk about that stuff. So, Okay, so question number 1 is the scariest real life experience. So I'm guessing that means what's the scariest thing that's happened to me, like, in reality? Okay, so, apart from, like, the common things like bugs, spiders, heights, a few years ago we were driving up a hill. Okay, it's going to be hard to explain because you guys don't live here. But if you do live here, we were driving up the Great Orme. And, or around the Great Orme. I'm not sure. It was like that. Anyway, it's a big hill with like cliffs around it and there's the sea, like big drop in the sea all around it. However, we were going up the steep hill, what leads up to Toboggans, which is on the top. And the car was just not making it. And we kept rolling backwards instead of rolling forwards. And while we rode backwards, the woods was right behind us with like a little drop, and I generally thought I was going to go in there and die. I was terrified. So that was my scariest life experience, and I'm still kind of petrified of going up the Great Orme still. So yeah, I never really conquered my fear because somebody put that fear on me. Question number 2 is the scariest paranormal experience. Okay, so I don't really find paranormal stuff scary because I love paranormal things. Like, I really like all that stuff. I love watching it. I love trying it out myself. I wouldn't really say anything scary. This one time I did a Ouija board. I've done my Ouija board a few times and like ghost box and stuff like that. But this one time I did a Ouija board and my candle started blowing out and my TV kept going on and off, which was crazy weird. But it wasn't exactly scary, but it was really, really odd. And that's probably as close as I can get to scary because I just don't get scared of like paranormal things because I just enjoy it too much. If you're into paranormal things, let me know down here because I was thinking about doing a video on paranormal things maybe some point because I'm that into it. So let me know. Number 3 is, have you ever known anyone to be convicted of a violent crime? Personally, I don't know anybody who's been convicted of a violent crime. I've known people that have gone to prison, but I wouldn't say their crimes were violent. I know of people that I've gone in for like abuse and assault, but I don't know them personally. So I can't really say yeah to that question. Number 4 is, am I afraid of the dark or am I not afraid of the dark? I'm not afraid of the dark. I got over that fear when I was little. Sometimes I am afraid of the dark. Like at night time, going back to the paranormal things, when I watch stuff like that, it gets me a bit like agitated in the dark because I get a lot of paranoia. But I'm not afraid of the dark. I find the dark quite relaxing compared to the light. I don't tend to have my curtains open or anything like that. So no, I'm not scared of the dark. 5. Does my hometown have any stories or legends behind it? I live in a little village called Rose-on-Sea. As I'm aware, it doesn't have any stories behind it or anything like that. However, up the road about 20 minutes away is a place called Denby, and Denby has now got burnt down, but there was a mental asylum there, and it's famous for being stupidly haunted now, and people always go there and investigate and things. So yeah, there's a legend surrounding Denby and stories about the mental hospital. You should definitely look up videos of the asylum. It's really good, and if you get to visit there, then visit. Just be super careful because it is literally demolished. But it's a really good place to go. Just don't get caught. There's a guy called Elwin. He runs around with his van and his dog. Yeah, because you're not meant to go there, but people do anyway. But yeah, give it a look up. It's called Denby Mental Asylum. Number 6 is, what is my favourite urban legend? To be fair, I don't have a favourite urban legend, so I can't really answer this question. I've never really, in this current moment of time, I can't even think of an urban legend in my head. So after I've done this video, I might actually look that up and let you know in a future video, because I think that'd be quite interesting to look up actually, just because I've never thought about it. Number 7 is, what is your scariest nightmare? Okay, so I've had a lot of scary nightmares, and I tend to not have the same nightmare once. When I do have nightmares, they occur every day in that pattern. If it happens once, it will happen for a few days and then it will go away and never come back. Scary nightmares I've also had is when you know when you have the nightmare, you wake up in a proper panic and then you're like, okay, God, I need to go to sleep now. You know, I'm going to forget about it, and you go back to the same nightmare. Yeah. However, my worst nightmare, I can't really think of my worst nightmare. I've had nightmares of people dying before in my dreams that I know personally, which I would say is probably one of the worst nightmares. I've also had a really weird one where I've been on one side of a road, and then on the other side of the road there is the devil next to a wishing well, and he was just trying to get me. It made no sense. It made no sense. But I can remember that nightmare like really well. My nightmares tend to occur like when I've been watching scary things, but that's just your mind playing tricks on you. Anyway, that was the 7 questions. That is the completion of the scariest thing tag. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. Comment down here. Let me know about your scary experiences. I really enjoy listening to them. You know mine, so I want to know yours. So yeah, leave me a comment, leave me a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, guys, because it'd be really helpful. And I will surely see you in the next video. So I hope you've had a good day, enjoy your night, and bye, guys.